These are all my thoughts and opinions based on public information out there. Please do your own research, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Isn't it cool, guys? No, it's not the ocean. I'm going through the woods. Okay, guys, I'm going to do this because I got so much response. Are people read about about the video I posted a year ago about Harry and Meghan doing their own show? Are you guys really, really surprised by it? I am baffled by people. Oh, we didn't know. Of course they were. I mean, I am, and I'm not a genius. It's not that I'm a psychic or a genius, but it's obvious that to me, it's like, it's obvious. It's so obvious. And I'm going to tell you how horrible Harry and Meghan Markle are. The show that they're doing with Netflix is about royals in America. So, you know why people are going, but why are they acting like they're on a royal tour? Because the whole show is about them, royals in America. They're pitching her as the American Duchess. So, and I blame Daily Mail because they are misinforming people with that. So yeah, let's go back to the show. So they're doing that show. This is why you see people go, but why are they doing that? It's ridiculous. It's because it's for the show, because they are royals in America. Now, the most disgusting part of this, there's quite a few disgusting things. For the Netflix show, they decided to exploit this very unfortunate children who are extremely poor for a photo op. Why did I say that? Because Procter & Gamble promised to donate a washing and dryer machine for the uniforms the children wear. And for the visit that Harry and Meghan did, for that visit only, they stocked up their pantries of cleaning supplies. It's not that they said, you know what, we're going to give you a year of cleaning supplies because God knows you need it. No, we're going to give you many washing machines and stuff like that. No, it was one washing and dryer, one washer and dryer, and for the visit only, they stocked it up. Then Harry and Meghan go to that Melba's thing, and the reason why they're doing that is because they have to appear to be royal, because that's what the show is about. And they promise to donate, and please, the key word here is promise, or they pledged to donate $25,000 to an already thriving restaurant. Why not pledge to donate to the school the $25,000? Because the school is feeding not only these children, but many things in shelters as well. Again, none of them have gotten the money. You would have thought that for the visit, the washer and dryer would have been sent to the school prior to their arrival, right? No, but they did promise to give it. Procter & Gamble, not Harry and Meghan Markle. And the $25,000 is not Harry and Meghan who are donating that. That is absolute BS. This is from the reason why they're pledging it is because they still have to get that money through Archwell or whatever to give to them. Okay? The whole point of this is that, for example, that UN thing that they did, and Sunshine and Sachs sent, because it's Sunshine and Sachs sending everything, by the way. It's not that the mainstream media is, no. It's Sunshine and Sachs sent informing that Meghan Markle, it is, of course, it's Meghan, Duchess Meghan. And the reason why they're marketing it like that is because of the Netflix show. It's going to meet UN Secretary General. The UN was pretty quickly, because when Reuters published that, Reuters is it's not like the Daily Mail. No, Reuters has a huge reputation and they're very serious, Immediately, when Reuters published that, and I mean, as soon as it hit the notes, it took UN less than 20 minutes to send a note to Reuters to correct that. Because they are very, very careful with the reputations and the image of the UN, especially the Secretary General. Now, I wish more people would do that. I wish more outlets would care about their reputation to correct the lies that are being fed by Harry, Meghan Markle, and Sunshine Sachs. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is gossip, but it's very well-placed gossip. Do you know when Meghan and Harry are standing outside with the mayor? So she's wearing her Uncle Fester black outfit. And they're taking pictures, and the mayor tells her, take a break, laughing. They were fed up because she was harassing everybody. She wanted to get more meetings. She wanted to get this. She wanted to get that. And they said no. They said no. I mean, this woman harasses everybody. She harasses everybody. And this is why the mayor said take a break. It's not because, oh, you're tired or whatever. It's just like, in other words, F off. You know, we've given you a thing, that's it. F off. Take a break. Or basically, give us a break. Or, you know, F off. That was the message. And so, because people don't understand that, right? They don't understand that they harass people to get there because nobody wants to see them. It was a deputy, and the deputy it took them longer to get in and out of the UN than the actual amount of time that they spent with the deputy secretary of the UN. So, and it was, the reason why they did is because they were pressuring and they were using the titles. You know what I mean? So they gave him a courtesy, kind of like a humoring thing. But as you can see, it's all for Netflix. So if you can understand why they're doing it, if you understand why, if you understand what the show is about and what they're getting paid for, not the $100 million, that is absolute BS. And the production cost is being covered by Netflix because, of course, the reality TV show, this is why they get their private planes, because they are being, that is part of it. It's just, you know, like the Kardashians. And it's not a documentary. It's a reality TV show, okay? That's going to follow them around, and they're going to try and set up more quasi-royal tours. The problem with that is that they are trying to insert themselves in really delicate matters that they have no business being part of. And Netflix wants their pound of flesh. Meghan and Harry, in the videos that you see that I've been telling you from very early on for a few videos until people said, oh, we're fed up of you saying that. And now people are seeing that it's coming to fruition. The reason why they didn't share the details of Archie and stuff like that, it's because they didn't want privacy. They needed the secrecy because they had signed a deal for exclusive footage of that thing. How are they going to monetize it if it's everywhere? Of course they're not going to monetize it because they're not going to get any money if it's already out in the public domain. This is why Meghan Markle is so fierce with pictures and stuff like that of her kids. And she only allows backgrade certain things, you know, and they go half and half and royalties and stuff like that. Because she is marketing, she's selling. All of this, she's selling. For people who tell me that they don't, Meghan, they wonder if the people in Harlem, the school in Harlem, they knew the parents. And you see how brutally Harry shoves the kid. Probably not. They probably were informed that there was some sort of visit, but they didn't know what was going on with that. And I think I urge the parents at Harlem 123 to really dig on this, okay? Can you imagine anybody, let me put it this way. Can you imagine if Meghan Markle sends her kid to a kindergarten school or whatever? I can guarantee you that before she sends her kid over, she will have everybody sign a deal that no pictures, no this, no that. Why? Because she protects, she wants to monetize. She's the only one who can exploit her children. She will not. Can you imagine if a picture like that gets out? Do you remember that picture that came out of her? I think people were going wild that she was visiting a friend, and you can see the little red kid, the ginger kid that's supposed to be Archie. Remember how quickly that was taken down? That's how Meghan Markle is. So she wouldn't allow anybody to post with her kids and others to exploit their children for financial gain or their images because she would want to monetize on it. That's how terrible these people are. Now, having Harry and Meghan and the monarchy's website, you know what's so terrible? That the royal family know. This is the real reason for the rift. It's not that Harry talked about Meghan, no. The royal family has known all along that this is what they're up to. And they still allow them to use the titles. because they know that without the titles, they would not be able to get these deals. So they're basically enabling them, and they're allowing them to continue violating a role. Let me give you an example. Harry and Meghan using royal titles. It would be like, let's say you work for a company. You work for a company and you are the CEO of a company, right? But then you quit and then you slander the company, but you continue to call yourself CEO of that company. The company would immediately, I think they would sue you for fraud, because that is fraud. And what a lot of people don't understand is that that is a very serious thing to have them there, because having Harry and Meghan Markle is, and I'm going to equal this, it would be like having, and I said it yesterday in my video, Wendy Williams, or it would be like having Ryan Reynolds or I don't know, like any other people saying, but I'm going to put Wendy Williams. It would be, again, I'm going to use her again. It would be like having Wendy Williams and the monarchy's website. And the monarchy's website, which is an official website of the head of state of the United Kingdom and Commonwealth countries, saying that Wendy Williams works for the monarchy. By having her on the website, she works for the monarchy, because that website is only for active working members of the monarchy, not the royal family, the monarchy. That Wendy Williams works for the monarchy, that she represents the Queen, the values of the Queen, the UK, Commonwealth, and their patronages, that Wendy Williams shares her time between North America and the UK, and that Wendy Williams' official residence is the United Kingdom, the Frogmore Cottage. That is so serious in so many levels. Because when you have a head of state, an official government website saying that their official place is X, Y, and Z, it has a huge tax implications. It means that, you may be holidaying for a year somewhere else, but your official residence where you pay taxes is the UK. And the royals are exempt from paying UK taxes. And yes, you are going to come at me saying, oh, well, but they pay taxes. No, they're not forced by law to pay taxes. They pay voluntary taxes. If they don't want to pay, they don't pay. And for example, if let's say they were to pay $10 million in taxes, if that's what they were supposed to pay, they can pay $100,000. And that's it. Nobody can force them. They're not by law obligated to pay taxes. That the Queen does pay some taxes, yeah. And the same with Prince Charles. But they're not obligated. And do you think that Harry, being the weasel that he is, he was not going to pay for that? So the royal family are helping them, because they don't live in the United Kingdom. Their official residence is not Frogmore Cottage. They don't represent the values of the Queen. And also they have step back. Step back is not the same as quit. Step back means almost like they are on leave. They're not on leave. It means that they can come back at any time. When you take a step back to see things, but then you continue, right? That is exactly the same thing that they're doing. And this is what Netflix and everybody else is exploiting, because the royal family, the current royal family, are allowing that to happen. I don't understand why the people in the UK are not really angry about this, because they're being screwed by the royal family right now. And you guys know I'm not an anti-monarchist. I love the monarchy, which is different than the royal family. I love Prince William and Catherine, I don't have very much love for Charles or Camilla. No. But I do like the monarchy as an institution. But right now, most of the people there, even Prince William and Catherine, cannot carry so much the corruption that it's ongoing. Let me give you another detail. You know that I'm a big fan of Prince William's earth shot thing, because to help the environment and stuff like that. But how can, and Prince Charles keeps writing these things about the environment and stuff like that, while he lobbied in Scotland to have their private properties, which are pretty large, exempt from the green energy bill in Scotland that applies to all residences. So how can anybody, it takes away the credibility. It's just like that guy, I think that he was in Good Morning Britain, that I think the people that are sitting on the highway and stopping traffic and stuff like that, and they got him on Good Morning Britain, I think it was, and they asked him, because the main complaint is that the homes are not insulated. So when they asked him if his own home was insulated, he refused to answer. He got angry, he deflected, and then he stepped and he left, because when he was confronted with the fact that his own home was not insulated, which is what these people are actually protesting against, people who are not insulating their homes. It is so hypocrite, and it is the same that is happening now. I know that insulating their castles shouldn't be a big deal, but they should be leading by example. Prince William, for example, should be encouraging those buildings to be upgraded, to have greener energy, because there are large buildings, and they should do a documentary about that would have been fun to watch, how they upgrade their energy systems in Balmoral and Sandringham. That would have been a great documentary, and they show creative ways to do that are cheap and that help the environment and for other people, But no, they got exempted while doing the show. So it's the same with Harry and Meghan, and with Netflix. The eco warriors taking private planes, the eco warriors going around and guzzling things. All of this, and exploiting people's needs and hunger and children. The exploitation of these children is unbelievable. And no, they were not liked. If you saw in the 6-minute video that I posted on Twitter, I'll see if I can leave the link here at the bottom. The reason why there was mainstream media with the mayor is because the mayor's office, of course, called it. But they were not followed by mainstream media. They only had their Netflix thing and their own photographers, and they were sending those things to the press, because they weren't followed anywhere. And for the concert, I'm going to tell you something. The concert started at 4. Harry and Meghan spoke at 4:30, not the prime thing, because most people, even though you see that it's a lot of people there, most people starting arriving after 6, because it was when the cool singers were going to sing. So everybody, they were not shouting at them or yelling for them. It was a concert. And every time he said New York, people would go, whoa, because of course you say New York. Every time they say vaccine, people go, whoa. But it was nothing to do with them. Most of the people didn't even know who the hell they were. And they left right afterwards. And they wanted to record themselves with the artist, and the artist did not allow it. So it wasn't a triumph. They have been exploiting people, and all of this is for Netflix. So for the press, the Daily Mail, shame on you. Shame on everybody else, and a lot of people came at me saying, well, you were making fun of her for being fat. No, I was actually making fun of her because she has extremely terrible dress choices. For being so expensive, you would have thought that she would get a better tailored options, because I've seen plus size models that are beautiful and they know how to dress for the body shape. But Meghan Markle doesn't, in spite of the fact that they're so expensive. I don't know if the clothes are on loan and she has to give them back, so they don't bother to tailor them to her. I don't know, but I wasn't fat shaming her. I was shaming her taste in clothes. The fact that she's not a royal is even more embarrassing for everybody. But the royal family should really remove them from the website, and there should be a statement. And Parliament in the UK is failing the people, because Parliament is the Queen. This is not an absolute monarchy. It is a constitutional monarchy, which means that Parliament and the people rule, not the Queen. Okay, so have that in mind and have your people in Parliament ask them to because that monarchy website is an official government website. The monarchy is constitutional monarchy. It's a branch of the government, the highest branch, but it's still a branch of the government, and they are held accountable by Parliament. So what do you guys think? Yes, they're doing the Netflix thing. Are we surprised? Are we really surprised? No. They were not being private. They were being secretive because they signed a deal that they have to give exclusive footage. The problem that they have is that nobody's interested, and they burnt their asses with Oprah. They really, really burnt their asses with Oprah. So what do you guys think?